From corruption on the basketball court to inspiration on the gridiron, Rio Rico star running back Ricky Perez ran for more than 1,200 yards and 15 touchdowns last season. But News 4 Tucson sports reporter Ari Alexander tells us how Perez is battling something much bigger than any challenges on the field.
A river wants to run. It has a need to carve out its space.
I'm just trying to go out there and prove to the world that I'm still here.
Even when it can't cut straight through, a river always finds a way to flow.
He can put up big plays whenever he wants to.
As the pads are popping on the Hawks practice field, Rio Rico High is trying to turn around a slow start to their season. And on this day of practice, they work their drills without number 4. He's 60 miles north of here, where the rivers of his blood are being filled with a slow drip of poison.
It feels like you hit rock bottom.
Poison that will save his final season, that will save his cherished passion, that will save his life.
I felt like I was on top of the world, and well, just suddenly came out of nowhere.
In late May, Ricky Perez started to feel off.
I just started feeling a little bit of fatigue, and then I told my mom, I was like, I need to get this checked.
We went to his primary doctor first, and then the primary doctor immediately sent us to the urologist. And from there, the doctor said it's a tumor.
Stage 1, testicular cancer. The doctors moved quickly to remove the tumor successfully, but even after surgery, the fight wasn't over yet.
They found 2 other tumors in my body. They had to start chemo.
One on the bottom of his lung, the other on a lymph node in his stomach. Doctors said chemo would keep him out 6 months, his whole senior football season.
I just felt like I was losing everything because they had already told me, oh, you're not going to be able to play.
Once he was diagnosed, it wasn't about the sickness. It was about the football. When am I getting back to football?
Ricky responded well to the chemo, but the treatment took its toll.
It just takes everything out of you. You can't do anything. You just have to wait until you start feeling better.
He lost size, 25 pounds, weight he needs to continue getting interest from Division I schools after his standout junior season.
He was so happy because he was being scouted. And everything suddenly changed.
But he did gain back time. 6 months became 4 months with his strength, the support of his friends, and the love of his family.
Family on 3, 1, 2, 3, family!
As tough as you think you are, you need someone there constantly.
He really needs us. He really needs us. Always texting him, calling him, seeing how he is.
Just basically pushing him and tell him this is going to be over. You're strong. You never start anything and leave it there. You're getting through this.
My mom and my grandma have been here since we started chemo. Since we got diagnosed. And it's just my whole family. And it's amazing because I wouldn't be able to do it without just the way she handles things. How she tries to just to be there constantly. Just the way that they handle the things that we have been going through is just amazing.
All throughout chemo, Ricky still went to practice. 4 days after his final chemotherapy session, doctors cleared him to hit.
It's just amazing what he's able to do mentally.
He set his goal to play in a game September 15th at Rincon High less than 4 months after his diagnosis.
The adrenaline is gonna carry me.
It's been just 1 week since he last received treatment, but Ricky is getting dressed and ready to play. With his own cheering section making the hour-long drive, it's game time. And it starts with a deep ball for Ricky. Not everything goes his way, and it's urgent. Ricky is only supposed to be on the field for 8 snaps. Then, in the second quarter, he makes the catch. Ricky shows flashes of his old talent. But this night would not go Rio Rico's way. They're down big in the fourth quarter, and Ricky won't stop pushing. But there's one thing missing.
Let's get Ricky the ball. When Ricky scores, we all score.
Finally, the sweet emotion of 6 points.
It's crazy what you can accomplish.
Ricky Perez wants to run.
Cancer messed with the wrong person.
He has a need to catch, to hit.
It's either I start it and finish, or I don't do it at all.
He wasn't afforded an easy path straight through, but after all, a river always finds a way to flow.
Last week, Rio Rico crowned Ricky Perez homecoming king. The senior is still going through CT scans and blood tests, and the port in his chest used for chemo still there. But his mom Blanca says his levels came back strong in his last test, and Perez continues his season this Thursday at Pueblo.
Got the whole city rooting for him. Thank you, Ari. Appreciate that.